Viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Everyone, drop your expectations, now! That was pretty good, Lassie. What was that? Talking to? Don't worry about that.
Man down, where you from? Who you know, where you from? Where your grandma stay, mine? This mad city I run.
Brace yourself, I take you on a trip down memory lane. This is not a rap while I'm slinging. Go move. This is colder second, plenty cognac and major pain. Not the drill sergeant, but the stress that weighing on your brain. It was me, El Boogie, gang, and why she lucky. Ride down Rosecrans, it got ugly. Waving your hand out the window, check yourself. Warriors and Conans, hope euphoria can slow dance for society. The driver seat, the first one to get killed. Seen a light skin with his brains blown out. At the same purpose, there was saying out. Now this is not a tape recorder.
Hey, can I use your phone?
Yeah, sure, come in.
New York City Police Department, Lassiter speaking. How may I help you?
Hi, I'm calling with a tip. The store robbery on 5th Avenue that you're investigating? It's not a store robbery. It's insurance fraud.
That's it. I've had enough with these prank callers.
The door wasn't tampered with and the windows were completely intact. Get your officers to ask around the neighborhood and you'll realize that none of the neighbors heard anything at night. That's because the only guy with the keys to the store doesn't need to smash anything to get in. Did you see the store owner? He didn't look too well off. Ask for his store records. He probably hasn't made too many sales lately. Hence, insurance fraud.
That's enough, smartass. I don't need you to tell me how to do my job. I'll look into it. What's your name?
It's John Jacob Jingleheimer Smith.
Don't bullshit me.
You're right. I had to have it changed. Every time I went out, the people would always shout, "It's Shay Gatsby."
If you do not comply, I'll find you and arrest you for obstructing the law.
Officer, do you know who I am?
No.
Exactly. And now, Gus, it could be just us. Us and the news.
Mayor Carrito will make New York great again. We're going to make this city better than it's ever been. We're gonna start by cleaning our streets of the scum. Scum like alcohol and the criminals that smuggle it. Bootlegger scum like...
I told you, Sean, the drunkard vote is not a demographic. What he does is he makes these grand speeches every year, and he knows people hate alcohol, so they vote for him. And then while he's in power, he doesn't do anything about bootlegging. He doesn't do anything about Bill Logan. And then next election, he makes these exact same grand speeches, and he wins again.
That's why I'm proud to announce that in my hands I hold a draft for a revision to the penal codes. A series of reforms that would crack down on bootleggers and increase penalties for the criminals that circulate alcohol around our beloved city. In just a short time, I will present this to the city council and we will take a great step towards bettering our city.
All he does is talk the talk, huh, Gus? You know, there's a new place that opened nearby. We should check it out.
What do you mean, place? Sean, you never told me your place was a speakeasy. This is illegal. We can get caught, you know.
Gus, chill. Calm down, man. Just speak easy. You don't even have to go in yourself. You just have to help me get in.
Password?
Is it Odds Bodykins?
Nope.
That was a Harry Potter reference. Odds Bodykins is one of the passwords they used for the Gryffindor common room. Except this film takes place in the 1920s, which means that reference was about 80 years too early. Moving on. Wait! I'm sick of this. We're famous jazz duo Black and Tan. How dare you ask us for a password?
I'm so sorry, Tan. It's been
a while. You just assume I'm Tan and he's Black? Shame on you. Shame on your family.
What can I get you today?
I'd like your best drink.
Alright. And you, sir?
Gus here doesn't drink. When we were 11, I made him chug an entire bottle of Cabinet, and he realized he hated the taste. Pretty good influence, if I say so myself.
It was Cabernet, Sean.
I've heard it both ways.
Alright, here you go. That'll be $10.
Remember when I said I wanted your best drink? I'd like your $2 drink, please.
Who's that?
Gus, don't be Newland Archer at the end of Age of Innocence. Get your butt off the chair and go introduce yourself. That reference actually made sense. The Age of Innocence was written in 1920, and this film takes place in, you guessed it, 1920s. Gus, no, who are you? Rose of Sharon at the end of Grapes of Wrath? Button up. That reference was 20 years too early. Oh my god, he's kissing her hand. Someone please save me.
Everyone, put your hands up! Form an orderly line and walk outside.
Oh hey, you caught the guy.
You! Your voice! You were the smartass on the phone.
I'm thinking of getting that on a business card. Sean Spencer at your service.
Get him out. How did you know it was insurance fraud? Wait. The store owner, he said he had a partner. It was you. You got the information from the inside. Put him back in the...
Whoa. Now I have to find the second guy? I'm confused. When did you start chipping in?
Well, if it wasn't you, you would have no problem telling me what you were doing the night of the robbery, huh?
I don't know. Probably whatever you were doing.
And that is?
Not solving crimes.
Cut the crap. Either you tell me what you were doing the night of the robbery, or you're going back in the cell.
I just knew. I mean, I sensed it.
You sensed it?
Yeah, I'm a psychic.
Yeah, right.
Hold on, Lassiter. This is our anonymous tip?
Anonymous no longer.
New York City Police Department, Lassiter speaking. How may I help you? The mayor's been found dead in his house. I'm gonna go check it out.
Chief, I'm gonna go see if I can sense anything.
What the hell are you guys doing here?
It's fine. We have the permission slip from the chief. Damn, you didn't have to go full John Proctor on us.
Get the hell out before you mess up my crime scene.
Oh no, officer. I think you're doing a pretty good job of that all by yourself. Dude, what the hell was that for?
That wasn't the permission slip, Sean. That was my grocery list.
Oh yeah, don't worry about that. I memorized it before I gave it to him. Who needs 5 bunches of bananas, Gus?
Sean, it helps with bowel movements.
That's weird, Gus. Gus, man the doorway. Tell me if you hear anything. Gus, there's a glass mark over here.
Great, so the guy liked to drink.
No, Gus. The watermark is opposite the chair. The murderer came in, sat down, had a drink, and then the murder happened. Mayor Carrito and the murderer knew each other.
Who's Carrito?
Oh, sorry. Mayor Carrito.
Got it.
Gus, look at this. Gus, what the hell?
This ring, Sean. I've smelled something like it before.
Gus, you're a weirdo. Greetings, Father. My name is Jesus. I couldn't help but notice you look like you're waiting for someone. How can I help you?
Greetings, child. I was waiting for Detective Lassiter. I was supposed to give him my statement.
Statement? About what?
Oh, about the terrible business with the mayor. May God rest his soul.
Amen.
Amen.
Why don't I take your statement?
Lead the way. I'm just responding to the notice in the newspaper. It said to contact the police station if you had any information about the mayor and recent weeks before his death.
And what do you have to tell us?
It's nothing much, really. About a week ago, he came to one of my sermons, and after the sermon, He came up to me and told me that it changed his life.
What was your sermon about?
I remember that sermon really well. It was about the evils of drink.
Sean, he's coming!
Thank you for your assistance.
May God be with you.
God be with you.
What the hell are you doing here?
I was just having a delightful conversation with a witness.
You're having a conversation with my witness? I can have you arrested for obstructing justice.
Lassie, calm down. I left you notes. Besides, the only thing obstructing justice here is your incompetence. Who, Gus? Call a nurse because we got a burn victim.
Look here, Spencer. This case is big. The department's reputation is on the line with this one. If I see you here again, I'm gonna throw every single one of my books at you.
Question, what if it's the Bible? Do I have to turn the other cheek? What if it's The Great Gatsby? Would you get arrested for throwing it at me, or would I get arrested for catching it? During the Prohibition, books like The Great Gatsby were banned because they depicted scenes of people drinking alcohol and partying. For some reason, the government thought that if you read about people doing something, then you would do it too. Note to self, throw away all exercise magazines.
Get the hell out.
Alright. What the hell was that, Sean?
It's fine, Gus. I left Lassie a note.
Not the note, the list.
No. I gave Jesus a whole backstory. So as a teenager, he ran away from home and joined a traveling circus where he performed as a sword swallower. But one day, there was a terrible accident. And that was the day he got the lift.
The list was still stupid, Sean.
Gus, there's a sword swallower involved. Anything with a sword swallower is automatically cool. Unless the sword swallower sucks at his job. I see your point.
Wait, why would a sermon about prohibition change the life of a politician whose whole campaign is centered about prohibition?
All he does is talk the talk, huh, Gus? Because Carrito wasn't really a prohibition.
Wait. Who's Carrito?
Sorry. Carrito wasn't really a prohibitionist. He didn't care about cracking down on alcohol. It was just something he used to win elections. He didn't care about cracking down on alcohol until after the sermon, because that was when he wrote the new penalty laws. That narrows down our potential murderers to someone who would be affected by the laws. Someone who wouldn't want to see them being passed. Gus, we're making progress. This calls for a celebration. Let's go out to lunch.
Sean, where's my wallet?
See, Gus, this is why I don't have a wallet. Can't lose anything if there's nothing to lose.
No, seriously, Sean. I think I left it at the crime scene. I knew I shouldn't have worn my only pants with a hole in them.
Gus, I didn't know your pants golfed. Next thing you know, they'll be sitting at country clubs, sipping pina coladas.
That doesn't even make sense, Sean.
Hole in one, Gus.
Why aren't you freaked out, Sean?
Gus, calm down. There's our ticket to the crime scene.
I trust you, Sean.
Oh god, I'm getting something. That is strong. Take me back to the crime scene. Take me back to the... Oh, my throat. Oh, it's so parched. I need a drink. A drink of it.
Whoa, Chief. Look, it's a watermark. This was here the night of the crime. It must have belonged to someone who the victim was comfortable with.
Lassiter, you big-brained, beautiful human specimen. Will you... Oh!
Whoa. It's a ring. This must have belonged to the murderer.
Good work, Lassiter. Really carried the team on that one.
Alright, I'll go check this with the jeweler.
And Gus and I we're going somewhere completely unrelated.
Spencer, what the hell are you doing here?
Oh, officer, didn't expect to see you here. What are you doing? Collecting funds for the policeman's ball?
We don't have balls.
I don't know what to say to that.
Just let me do my job, alright? Do you remember selling this ring?
Yes, I saw that to Bill Logan. He got one for his wife.
Yeah. Bill Logan's the murderer. That son of a bitch.
I don't know, Lassie, he's a bootlegger. Didn't you arrest him for, bootlegging?
No. Spencer, you don't understand. Arresting Bill Logan for bootlegging would be a public relations nightmare. His wife, Mary, runs the prohibition campaign for all of the women. Arresting her husband for bootlegging would cause a public outcry. We need it for something else, like murder.
Wait, one more thing. Have you made any sales since that ring?
No, sales have been kind of slow lately.
Why'd she have to be married to Bill Logan, Sean? She was so perfect.
Calm down, Gus. I bet a bunch of people flirted with Bill Logan's wife, and they're still alive. Probably. They were working together. The mayor won elections by talking about prohibition and then kept Logan safe from the law. They were in this whole thing together.
So, then why the murder, Sean?
Because of the sermon. The sermon changed the mayor. It changed him so much, he decided to work against Logan. That's why he wrote the new laws. But Logan couldn't have that. That would seriously hurt his business. It might even end up getting him in jail. So Logan met with the mayor, and that's when he killed him.
Oh, by the halls of Moctezuma, I see it all now. You, Bill Logan. Wait, can we just acknowledge how the bootlegger's name is Bill Logan? That's some serious John Casey, Jesus Christ stuff going on there. 20 years too early. You were working with Carrito. He promised to keep you safe from the police, and in return, you were a symbol. Every time he needed to win an election, he would point to you. He would promise to keep this city safe from the likes of you. And the people loved it. They ate it all up. They voted for him election after election after election, and the cycle continued. Until Carrito went to church. That's when he changed. That's when you realized your partnership was over. So you went to his house under the pretext of a meeting, and that's where you came... Oh, crap. You know what, sir? You can just go on your jolly bootlegging way. No murder charges for you.
What the hell, Spencer?
His hand, Lassie. Check his hand.
So what? You think you couldn't have gotten another ring?
Don't you remember what I asked the jeweler? Have you made any sales since that ring?
No, sales have been kind of slow.
I guess you're free to go.
Hold on. Logan. We'd like to see your house. Could you show us around?
Hell, I've got nothing to hide.
Oh, hello. You didn't tell me we would be having visitors, Bill.
Oh, wow, that was a little bit unexpected.
Enough
actually.
with the pleasantries. Lassiter, there stands your murderer.
No, that cannot be.
No. I sure as hell am not arresting one of the city's leading prohibitionists for killing the city's anti-alcohol mayor.
I agree.
She's a clever one. Very, very clever. Logan bought 2 rings at the jewelry store. One for himself and one for his wife. Logan's ring is still on him, which means the one at the crime scene was Mary's. The spirits told me that her perfume was on the ring.
Sean, you sniffed the ring?
Actually, it was Gus, but that's not important. Gus, what the hell? Mary was the real murderer. Mary was the real brains behind the operation. She was the one working with the mayor, not Bill. Bill was just a cover. And that's why Bill didn't say anything at the station when I accused him. It was to keep her safe. All those prohibition marches, they weren't to distract attention from Bill. No. Mary was throwing the police off her own scent. In the penalty laws, she saw a threat to her business, and she couldn't let that happen. So she met with the mayor under the pretense of a meeting, and that's when she killed him.
You're coming with me.
Gus, I got it. We'll call this case the case of the Bloody Mary.
Why, Sean? Why did it have to be her?
Gus, don't be every Fitzgerald protagonist ever. She's in jail now, stop pining after her. Besides, she wasn't even that hot. She looked like a dude with a wig on. Gus, I think I know what you need.
I am the one, the way your son don't need a gun to get respect. On the street, under the sun, the bastard son will pop the clock to feed himself and family. By any means, your enemies, my enemies, we wet them up like a canteen.
You know, I saw a TV show once. If you lick your finger and stick in your belly button, you get your stomach aches.
Tell me I'm sorry.
Okay, go.
What? Can't do this.
Get the hell before you...
Wait, no, we're doing this, dude. Here we go.
Stop the shit, chop your esophagus. Bitches be bopping and bow down.